Hello, watch enthusiasts, and welcome back. You're listening to Chasing Time, episode 5, the Finnish podcast about horology, watches, and all related. In today's episode, I'm honored to interview Martin Kalland from Jurmo Watch Company, Finland. In our last episode, I was quite excited to share with all of you that I've become a huge fan of the brand. Therefore, talking today to Martin is making me shake, and I'm very excited to say hello to Martin.
Hi, Niko. I'm really glad to be on the podcast and looking forward to talk about watches.
The biggest passion of them all.
Yes, I think it's for both of us.
Oh, absolutely. We're so deep in.
We are.
Tell us who is Martin and yes, a little bit about your background. Who are you?
So my name is Martin Kalland, and I'm one of the two founders of Jurmo Watch Company. In the company, I'm the head of production and design. I would say I'm a creator. I'm the guy who makes ideas to products. I've studied law and economics. I don't really have a background in watchmaking. In the past, I've been working on boats and cars and things mechanic. But during the past 6 years, I've more or less been eating and breathing to learn watchmaking and all aspects of it. It's my passion and almost obsession.
That makes us both.
Yes.
Um, Tell me, how did you become one of the men behind the Jurmo brand? How did that happen? There must be a story that really triggered the whole thing.
Yes. Well, for me, it all started roughly 6 years ago when I wanted to give my father a gift for a big birthday. He's into watches, so I thought about making a watch with a customized dial. Uh, my best childhood memories are from the Finnish Archipelago and one island in particular, the island of Jurmo, hence the name of the watch brand. So I wanted to print the island on a watch dial. And I thought that surely someone could do it. And I contacted a lot of companies, and no one was really willing, or it was crazy expensive. So I thought, why not make it myself? How hard could it be? Well, it isn't that easy. But eventually, I made the dial, and then I thought, when I put this much effort into making the dial, why not make the watch hands? And when I made the first hands, I thought, why not make the full watch? I talked about the project to my best friend Kimi. He's my partner, and we thought that there could be an idea in the concept of making a watch that is highly customizable, because if I wanted to make a customized watch, uh, I'm sure someone else would also want something like this. So in 2017 in March, we went to Switzerland, to Basel World, to find suppliers, and from there it all started, and we founded Jurmo Watch Company.
Fantastic. I wish my kid someday does that for me.
Yes.
Um, what is the typical day of Martin as a watch entrepreneur, as a watch geek? What's your typical day?
Um, Good question. In one sentence, I would say it's a certain control of chaos. But it's hard to say. For me, it's hard to say what a typical day is because it varies a lot. But I can tell you what a typical week looks like. So, uh, as I do both design and manufacturing, the program of the day depends on in which stage of the production we are. So if a customer wants to make a custom dial, custom hands, custom bezel, even a custom case, then I need to design it. And when I design it, I need to be on the computer. Uh, then I make a render that I send to the customer for approval. And when the customer approves the design, then I send it for production. So there are certain days when I do this design related, and then I'm just on the computer because it's more efficient to make everything at once. When the part is designed, then it's physically made in-house or through a subcontractor, and then we get the part. For example, the watch dial or the case or the hands. After that, we need to finish it. So, for example, print the dial, finish the bezel or the case, brushing, polishing, engraving, etc., etc.
And you're quite hands-on. You do quite much yourself as well.
Yes, I do. So I'm not only on the computer. I need to make myself. For example, all dial related, I do it myself. So we print, or I print the dials myself in house. Then we have two watchmakers who work for us. Who of course I don't really have the time to do everything myself, and of course I don't have the skills to do everything myself. So we have two watchmakers who helps us, for example, with certain finishing and so on.
And they're quite local there as well.
Yes, we have one sitting at our workshop together with me, and then we have another who has even better machines. He's 3 kilometers away from us, so we're really producing parts locally.
Fantastic. There's so much Finnish DNA in the brand Jurmo.
It really is. So so I have these days when we just we finish the parts, we make them, and it's many parts are made only one, but then we try to finish parts for as many projects as possible in a 1-2 day span. And when we have the parts ready, uh, only then the watch can be assembled. So it's I during the week I have three stages. So one, I'm sitting on the computer. Two, I'm hands on. I'm finishing parts. And three, we're doing the assembly and of course quality control and so on. And of course, it's on a day when I'm doing the dial printing. Of course, I need to be answering emails and be in meetings and so on. So it's not as simple as that, but it's this three element per week in shortly.
Yeah. You said you designed the dance and the design, all that. Can you tell me more about the inspiration behind the current collection? You have three absolutely gorgeous pieces right now. Tell me what's the inspiration behind the design.
Well, all of our models have some kind of ties to the Finnish Archipelago or to the island of Jurmo. Uh, in the current collection, uh, the Ysi has a very strong tie to the history of Jurmo, while the R0 has got its inspiration from gauges in vintage speedboats. These two watches are chronographs with a flyback function, and the idea is to capture and measure time in the most efficient way. In a normal chronograph, you need three actions to stop and start the time taking function, whereas in our models, you can do it in one single push of a button. So it's in that sense that they are true time measuring devices. Then again, we have the latest collection, Karu. The inspiration to the watch is an overall archipelagic feeling to it. I mean, the dial colors are drawn directly from elements in Jurmo, the shores and stones in Jurmo, at Jurmo. And while the index and dial and case is simplistic, almost rugged, but still beautiful. Karu is Finnish and means rugged.
We use a lot that word in Finland for tough things.
Yes, that's true. It's hard to translate to an exact English word.
Tell me, what's the DNA, if you will, about Jurmo Watches you want your brand to be known for?
Good question. I like how you say how you put the question because uh, our customization service we launched it 2 years ago. We call it Jurmo DNA, and I would like us to be remembered or known as the brand that makes custom watches. But on a broader view, I want to give value to the customer, that they get more than they pay for, to give them genuine value, not just for the brand itself, but from proud Finnish craftsmanship and the fact that a large chunk of the production comes from Finland and it's not, produced and shipped, from who knows where. It's we make a
Yeah,
lot local. Simply, we make great hardware with high quality components, beautiful watches at the right price. That's our core values. Yeah.
absolutely. And affordable luxury comes to mind all the time when I know the prices already, when I seen all the models, when I kind of in our talks I've heard about the materials you use. It's very affordable luxury, but very unique. Each watch can be its own thing, which not many high-end brands can even offer that.
Yes. Thank you.
So you have very desirable DNA.
Yes. So most watch brands, micro brands, they just get complete watches or parts shipped to them from their respective factories from
Yes,
Switzerland or Asia, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you get ready parts, it's hard to it's really hard to just customize them because they are ready parts.
yeah,
And but we actually produce and make one-off parts in-house from scratch, and it makes things a lot more complex. Why I think that not so many other brands do it, because there's really a lot to take in regard. So you really get a ready product, but it's I think it's our strength that we can do it like this.
I agree. Would you be willing to tell me what customer demographics Jurmo is targeting, if you're targeting any? What people are Jurmo watches for, in a way?
Well, I would say we focus on two different groups. So those watches that are made under the Jurmo DNA, those are for people. In our experience, they know exactly what kind of watch they want, and they want a one-of-a-kind watch just made for them, or those who don't necessarily yet know what they want, but they know that they want something special. And uh, in these projects, it's about 50-50 women and men who buy watches from us. And about 50-50 goes domestically in Finland and 50% goes internationally. And so far, our youngest customers has been under 1 year old.
Oh, wow.
It was a person who made a custom watch for his newborn child to be given a later time, and the oldest must be over 80. So it's a really broad demographic we have under the Jurmo DNA. It, and I'm happy it is this way because it shows it's people has got got the idea that they can really create something unique just for them or as a gift for someone else.
That's fantastic.
In the other group, the normal ready watches, we have customers that they just want something that is quite limited, that's not on everyone's wrist. And in this category, we have about 70% men and 30% women. And at the moment, we are selling, most of these are going within Finland.
I'm in that group.
Yes, yes, yes. Maybe you'll someday have one. And
I can't wait.
we'll see. But I don't think that the hardcore watch collectors has found us just yet, because we have been focusing on this guerrilla marketing and not yet gone through the conventional big media branding.
The hardcore collectors, they want the element of history and all that jazz. So it takes time, but once they recognize the quality and the value, I'm sure it will lift off fast from there.
Yes, we try. So because we haven't been really, active on forums and elsewhere. So I just think that they haven't found us yet.
Yeah.
We started with targeting the little bit harder demographic to reach. I mean, we've been doing this for 3 years, and now when we launch in September, it starts to pay off, and now we are trying to get to be more recognized on a broader scale.
We have been a little bit spoiled and brainwashed by Houdinki and some others to chase this heritage. Sometimes nonsense, sometimes big sense, but we're a little bit brainwashed to seek that heritage and overlook modern pieces with way more value, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course, we need all the big medias. We need them, but we also need to remember that those are many times that they are paid media, so they can't really, always tell their true opinion. As you know, they don't really try to find a negative aspect, even if there would be one. But such is marketing and media.
Yeah. Forgive me for being sneaky and curious, but would you share with us if you have anything special you're working on, or is it all secret?
Well, no, I can tell you, we are so close now to launch. So and you will be the first one I'm
Oh my
publicly
goodness.
telling this. So in 2 weeks' time, the 15th of April, we're coming out with our largest watch to date, physically. Yeah, it's a little bit special. We have, as far as we know, a world's first in watchmaking using a composite technology. The hands are of course made completely in-house. Dials are made and printed in-house, etc. The project of this watch started 3 years ago, and I'm really happy that we can finally complete it. So yes, we are coming out with something special. Besides those projects that are under Jurmo DNA, but this is going to be publicly available and also through our retailers.
Amazing. I'm excited because that's my sweet spot for 41 and a half. It's my sweet spot. I just saw not long time ago, because I'm following your website quite regularly. You added a new picture under the Karu.
Yes.
Yeah, would you like to tell a little bit about that?
So, well, as we are going, we have been working hard, and we are slowly going to retailers in Finland. And we wanted to make a watch that is almost exclusively available through retailers. So we made this Karu Seasons edition that has a white mother of pearl dial and with the steel bracelet. And we had the launch a few weeks back, and yeah, the idea was to make a exclusive boutique edition watch. And the special thing with it with the watch is the dial, because
Stunning.
it's really beautiful mother of pearl with simple silver indexes and silver hands. You really need to see it in flesh, so to say, to understand the point of the watch.
And to see a lady's watch with such a substantial bracelet, that bracelet is actually gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's not everyday thing.
Karu Seasons, it's, as far as we know, it's the only Finnish series-produced women's mechanical wristwatch that is actually made in Finland. So
Wow.
in that sense, it's quite unique, also.
Don't tell my wife.
Okay, I won't.
She has asked several times. I know that there are so many watches for men in Finland. Are there any like a premium brands for women? I should keep saying no.
Well, Finnish brands that are really made in Finland, or at least assembled in Finland, as far as I know, there aren't. Of course, there's these Finnish brands that they make the watches in Asia and elsewhere. Those probably have ladies' watches, but true mechanical watch that is
Yeah.
made here, I don't think there is. Of course, the watch scene is niche. The mechanical watch scene is quite niche in Finland, and when you go to ladies' watches, it's even more niche. But
I agree.
you got to start somewhere, right?
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. I got excited. I'm not showing much, but I really got excited because, as you know, I've been following the brand for a while now.
Yes.
And for the listeners as well, Jurmo has become my grail now. So that's the Holy Grail I'm looking forward to be buying in this or next year, because there is so much to like, from the materials, from the execution. I've seen pictures from Martin. I'm in communication with Martin now and then, and I'm getting a little bit of sneak peek of projects, and it's really the level of execution deserves the attention of even the most picky of the collectors.
Thank you, Niko. I appreciate, and that's why I'm sending you small sneak peeks now and then, because of course I want to get feedback directly from a person that really is passionate about watches, and you know a lot about watches. So I really appreciate your feedback. And I mean, it's not always like, wow, and this is fantastic. I mean, you're quite straightforward guy. So
Sorry about that.
no, but I appreciate it. I mean, how can we develop else? I mean, yeah.
Next question is a bit also important to me, because I am shocked by the way the market in Finland, the watch market in Finland, handles men's accessorizing. Because watch is a watch if it's only a watch, in my opinion. And that's why it made me very happy when I saw that Jurmo watches also have Jurmo jewelry. And I already own two of the bracelets, and I can testify that for the price, there is basically no other competition at the moment, to my knowledge. You have done my research right. Tell us about the bracelets.
Yes. So the idea to the bracelets came when Kimi said that we need something to complement our watches with, and when we started to investigate, we realized that there's no one in Finland making these kind of bracelets for men yet. And from there it started. It was a quite long process because everything from the stones to the precious material beads to the threads, it was a real long process to find the right suppliers, right materials, and of course also make the design. So we use high quality semi-precious stones combined with precious metals. So we only use materials that are from the nature. There's no plastic, there's no synthetic stuff. It's all the stones are handpicked from batches to get the best stones possible. And the precious metal elements, they are casted and made in Europe according to our design, and those are also really high quality. And all bracelets, so we have the materials in stock. We have the logo beads and the threads and everything. So our idea is that the bracelets are made to fit to the customer's wrist. So they are tied and assembled also in-house. And this way we can ensure the quality and that the bracelet fits the customer. And we think that the Finnish men are ready to start to use bracelets in a broader sense.
Absolutely.
Because if you look around the world, men are using bracelets, but it's a little bit slow to come the trend to come to Finland. But we think it's the future.
I've traveled a lot in Europe due to my work back in the days, and I remember when I was in Italy, that no, not Italy, sorry, when I was in Spain, that a lot of men were wearing bracelets. Like what?
Yes.
Back in the days, I didn't, but today it really, I feel like it's a missed opportunity because when I see online, there's so many like American brands, and there are some German brands and so on. There is a lot of bracelets out there, but I don't see any in the shops around here in Finland and Sweden, which surprises me because now, let me tell as a customer, because both of those I get experience as a customer. I went through the ordering. I told you my size. I told what I want. Then you took the size. You asked me twice to measure my wrist, which was very good because I think I gave you two different sizes. Then the presentation. Oh my goodness! When the bracelet arrived, it was like I was opening a Rolex, like this big black posh envelope, and then it was boxed in the like so many packaging elements that made the experience worth, and I love that. I know that many micro brands today, they say, oh, the money you spend there in the watch, that's why you don't get a great box and so on. I'm on the other spectrum. I want it all. I want a good box. I want a good product, and in that direction, Jurmo just delivered fantastically, and hats down for you.
Thanks for the feedback. And at the moment, we are selling the jewelry directly from our website. And from May, we are getting the bracelets also to a few retailers. So they will also be available there, so you can see them live.
People can find out that on the website.
Yes, it's it's not a secret, but it's first in May. So we will be informing. We will make a campaign about this. So yeah.
Fantastic. How can people meet Jurmo Watches in person? How people can get in touch with the Jurmo brand and come and see the watches and the bracelets?
So if you're in the Helsinki region, you can come and visit us to our workshop. Restrictions, of course, regarding. And we are now, from May, we will be available in the Vaasan region at Hovisepät and in the Tampere region at Pirkankello. And meanwhile, while we have the restrictions, you can just go to our website and send us a WhatsApp message or a FaceTime call, and we can send you videos of the watches and the jewelry if you like to see them.
To what I understood, you have also live chat on the website,
Yes,
and that doesn't go to bots.
that's not a bot, no. So about 15, 16, 17 hours per day, there's always someone answering
A real person.
a real person. Yes,
That is phenomenal.
yes. So you can ask any questions or ask to get pictures and even videos if you like. Just go to the website. We are launching our new website. We're going to have the jewelry and watches on the same website and upgrading just making a better website with better pictures. So
And of course, you're on all social media outlets.
yes, so go and check us out. Jurmo Watches at Instagram, Jurmo Watches at Facebook, and you can of course also contact us through those media.
Last question. Tell me, what's your personal journey with your watch passion? What you like? What you're interested in? There must be other things you like aside from what you create daily.
Well, for me, I started to wear watches already as a kid, but they were mostly digital and quartz watches. But there's one red line that's been following my watch journey for the past 36 years, and that is that I'm always using and wearing watches that are a little bit different. Either they have some kind of special colors scheme, or then they're they just have something uh, special. And now, as a watch entrepreneur in other watch brands, I really respect those who make stuff themselves, who make something unique, because the competition is so tough nowadays.
Oh yeah.
So it's hard to stand out. So I take my hat off to everyone that really does something unique. And personally, the more color, the more splash, the more special or special materials, I love it.
That's all for today. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Martin, for the wonderful interview. Got a really good picture of the Jurmo brand, and this just makes more and more my anticipation for my Jurmo Grail hotter. And please, guys, if you have any questions, hit the comment section in the podcast. Let's keep this conversation going. Let's all keep the conversation alive. Until next time, bye.